Hello, my darlings. This is Dr. V. Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today, we're going to be getting you clarity on your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, their thoughts about you today. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. We are so happy to have you here. Make sure you join this incredible Live Tarot family where we're all here to support each other on this journey to love, success, abundance, and all of the things that you so richly deserve in life. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button, join us. Always love your feedback. Make sure you get active and leave comments because everybody does start great conversations here to help support each other. And of course, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future readings. So before we dive right into your card choices today, I just want to remind everybody that the Blessed Twin Flame necklace is back in stock. You can see it on your screen right now. This is a very special necklace. When you order this, I choose the specific necklace for you because each one has a different design within the heart. I place it in my sacred altar where I have been praying and meditating for 15 years now. I infuse this necklace with blessings from Spirit to help guide you, to help you stay in high vibration, and to help you achieve union or reunion with that special person. So it is also coming to you with a personalized card with a special blessing for you and your person, but it doesn't even have to be that you've already met your person. It could also be for if you'd like to attract the right person to you. And it also comes with a special affirmation that Spirit sends you from this deck. So an affirmation that is going to activate this energy and that is going to elevate your vibration. So it's a very special, it's a very unique piece. And so if you'd like to order it or learn more, you can check out the link below. And of course, this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate for you in your situation. Please do take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. But if you'd like to have specific guidance on your unique journey, you can also have a personal reading with me. And again, all of the links are always in the box below. All right, so let's get right into your card choices. Today we have a theme of the self. You know, oftentimes we are so focused on our relationship, on the person we love, that sometimes we forget the importance of caring for ourselves, right? For nurturing ourselves, for accepting ourselves, and practicing rituals of self-care and self-love so that we can keep ourselves at a high vibration and feeling really fantastic, right? Full of peace and joy in life. So that's why I chose the theme today of that focus on your own well-being. Okay, so for group number 1, we have self-sufficiency. For group number 2, we have self-acceptance. And for group number 3, we have self-love. So go ahead and make your selection and we'll start with group number 1. All right, group number 1, let's get your affirmation of the day before we get into your reading. So Spirit, please give us a powerful affirmation that is going to support group 1. I trust Spirit and this sacred journey. Beautiful. So Spirit is calling upon you, group 1, to have faith and trust in them, that they have your back, that they are going to make sure that you get exactly what you need in the right time. Beautiful. All right, so our beautiful group 1 that chose self-sufficiency, here is your reading. Let's start off with our tarot and we'll take a look at your person's thoughts. What are they thinking about you today? We have 3 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Cups. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, beautiful energy. So I'm feeling a very strong energy here of regret from your person. Okay, there's a regret that is coming through here. And I feel like it has to do with assumptions. I feel like there was something here that happened between the two of you. There's an energy here of your person making assumptions about you without asking you, because this Three of Pentacles is really all about teamwork, right? Fundamentally, what makes a powerful, beautiful relationship, right? It's not just love and chemistry, right? It's also the foundation of true partnership, right? Love and chemistry can only grow if you have a solid foundation where two people understand the importance of true communication, of honest communication, of not making assumptions, but asking good questions instead, of having the security to feel that you can sit down with your person and have the most difficult conversations. Why? Because you trust one another. You trust that one is not going to run away, one is not going to back off, one is not going to just, be turned off or somehow, end the relationship because of difficult conversations, right? If that is the case, then your relationship is not strong enough. The foundation is not strong enough. And I feel like this is something that your person is thinking very deeply upon right now, because something has definitely happened here, either one event or a series of events in this relationship where your person has made you feel that you're not a team, that they are not going to treat you like this is a true partnership, that this is truly a team effort, that it's the two of you acting as a unit, as a team, and dealing with the outside world together, right? Because sometimes, it's interesting, sometimes in relationships, even though we are with somebody, we get the feeling that it's not us together building something, sharing something in true partnership. We may feel like there's some sort of a fracture in that picture, right? Like you may feel that your person somehow is more loyal to other people over you or other situations over you. And there's like this, it creates a rift. And I feel that energy of rift here. Like something here has made somebody feel like, hey, you and I aren't the team. You and so are the team. And I'm like the person on the outside. Or that's how they've made you feel. Okay. And because of that, there's been some sort of a rift that's created here that is leading your person to think very deeply about how they did not fulfill their responsibilities as a true partner. Right? And what are the responsibilities of a true partner? Somebody who's willing to listen, somebody who, again, makes you feel like no matter what you say, they have your back. We are in this together. We're in the same boat. We're on the same side. And there's something that's coming through very strongly here where it's like you didn't feel that you guys were on the same side, or this person did not, they somehow made the mistake of not making you feel that you're on the same side. Somehow they made you feel like you're the enemy or you're the adversary, or that, like you are on the outside looking in. And I think that they are realizing this mistake. And so you are constantly in their thoughts. This Four of Cups shows us that because they've come to realize this mistake, it is making them feel very emotionally shut down because they don't know what to do with those emotions. Like it's bringing up a lot of deep emotions of pain within your person, but they don't know how to handle it because they know that something has been screwed up here, right? Something big with this Three of Pentacles. Again, I feel like your person's greatest challenge now in this connection is going to be how to do things differently, Ace of Wands. And I feel like that is what they're thinking about right now, because I just feel like they realize that they dropped the ball on this. They realize that they really screwed this up, and that it's a fundamental part of building trust in a relationship, right? If somebody made assumptions about you and they claim to love you, then something's not right. Right? Like, okay, if you love me so much, we're so deeply connected, we're in this connection, why are you making assumptions about me? Or why are you listening to what somebody else said about me and not bringing it to me? Not sitting down face to face with me and saying, hey, we are a couple here. We are a unit here. I've heard this, and that, or this, and that has happened. I don't want to make assumptions in the situation. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? And how can we work on this together? How can we solve this together? So I feel like your person's thoughts right now, this is the good part of it, which I really love for you guys, is this Ace of Wands. It's like they know that they really screwed something up here, and that it's time to do something differently, that they're going to have to fix this, but it has to come from an energy of action, not just like, okay, I'm going to fix this in theory, or, like I'll, think about it differently. No, I feel like Ace of Wands is really the challenge of, can I take really good action? Okay. Can I change the situation? Can I, bring you back into trusting me by behaving differently, by taking solid, good action to show you that I'm not going to make this mistake again. Four of Cups. Like, there's a lot of suffering going on in your person right now. Like, they're really suffering this. Like, there's an emotional stagnation. Like, they are so emotionally broken. They are so emotionally shut down by this, that they realize that the only way to, get this trust back, your trust, your faith in them, is to do things differently. So this is a really good thing. See, imprisonment. Interesting. Wow. What else? What else is in your person's thoughts of you today? See? Yeah. So this person, like, they really, really love you. And I feel like they so deeply appreciate the blissful time that you guys have spent together. Like, what you have built together is something that has been truly unique and remarkable to this person. Okay, honeymoon. Like, they see the time that they've spent with you, the moments they've shared with you, as this beautiful honeymoon. Like, there's been so much bliss, so much satisfaction, so much happiness. And I think this is why this Four of Cups is really killing them right now. Okay, like, they're used to feeling really great things with you. They're used to having these beautiful, beautiful feelings, They're used to having positive emotions. So this is why this Four of Cups is really hitting them very, very hard right now. And it's making them feel like they're kind of imprisoned in their own mind. Okay, these thoughts that are running through their mind over and over again about I keep coming back to some sort of assumptions they've made about you, some sort of assumptions they've made about a particular situation that's happened between the two of you. It's making them feel very shut down. It's making them feel like they're imprisoned in their own mind, and they need to come out of this. Otherwise, this is not going to reach a resolution. They're starting to also feel a lot of pressure about time. Okay, so like, I feel like if this has been going on for a little while, your person is definitely very motivated to resolve this sooner rather than later, because they feel that the longer this goes on, the more it's going to fester, as in the more it's actually going to work against the relationship. Okay, so I feel like they're starting to feel the pressure of not letting this go, not letting this, whatever this issue is, it's like it has to be resolved, because they have a greater purpose when it comes to this connection. I feel like they deeply feel that being with you, being in this connection has brought so much purpose to their life. I feel like loving you has been very deeply transformational to this person, even if they may not have been able to openly say that. There's some sort of blockage that this person had before they met you. There was something blocked within them. Like this Four of Cups, I feel like is not just something that has come from this situation between the two of you. I feel like this Four of Cups also represents a lot of energy that your person has felt before in their life, as in they're kind of used to being emotionally blocked and they've never really understood where that blockage comes from. Okay. And this is why I feel like being with you has been very, very purposeful for them. It has helped them remove a lot of these emotional blocks. It has brought a lot of purpose to their life. And that is why they don't want to lose you. Okay. So again, I also feel like your person may be the kind of person who does sometimes do things without thinking through to the result. Like they may kind of have knee-jerk reactions. They may make assumptions without actually taking the time and effort to find out what the truth is. I feel like sometimes they just kind of react, right? And I feel like that's something that they're going to have to now deal with, because what it's doing is it is threatening their relationship with you, and they don't want that. Okay. So let's get some specific messages, outcome, and timing. So as I'm shuffling these cards, please do me a favor right now and give this video a like. It really helps. It helps us to build this community. It shows the YouTube algorithm that we have a message of love that is worth spreading. And also, if you haven't already, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button. Please help me grow this community. And literally every time you do, you're helping this single mom put her boy through college. So I really appreciate that. You think it's not a big deal when you hit subscribe? Let me tell you, it really is. Okay. It means the absolute world to me. And I so deeply appreciate it. So thank you for everybody who has subscribed. All right, so get you some messages. Let's get some outcome. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So here's the thing. See, no one loves me like you do. I'm ready to commit to you and our beautiful future. So this is why I'm saying this person, remember, like I said, like when they met you, the process of falling in love with you has been very transformational for them. Okay. Because they've realized that your love is so special. It's so different. It has opened up. It has kind of dislodged a lot of the blockages of this Four of Cups that they have experienced, right? And that's why I think it's so beautiful that it came along with this card, which is like they are ready now to receive, okay? Again, Four of Cups is very much that energy of I'm going to block the receiving of, this abundance of love. I'm going to block feeling the emotional rewards, right? Like I feel like your person has definitely been in that runner's energy. Four of Cups also very much like I'm going to run away from my emotions. This is what I'm used to doing. I've done this in the past. It's become a bit of a pattern. But this is why I feel like there is a very beautiful sacred space here that has been created between the two of you. And that is why I feel like that is what your person is thinking about you today is, okay, how can I keep making this space with you so that I am ready to receive? I want to receive this love. I don't want to run anymore, because look at this honeymoon. It's the same thing. See, I can never find the right words to say to you. I push you away instead of bringing you closer to me. So again, that comes from this same energy. And I feel like that also comes a lot from that Three of Pentacles energy. right? Sometimes they just don't know how to be a support. They don't know how to sit and build that trust through the difficult conversations. We come from different worlds. Our perspectives can clash sometimes. Can we work this out? See, so again, they want to work this out. And it's interesting that I love that came with this. See, I love that it came with this sacred space, because that's how you work it out. You create the sacred space to have the conversations that really do need to be had, right? That need to be spoken. So let's just get some general timing guidelines on when some of these things can be worked out. Okay, so I would say between now and October. Okay, that's very good. That's not that long. So really beautiful reading. Let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, or order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this video, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Love you all. See you all in the next one. All right, group 2. Let's start your reading with a powerful affirmation. Spirit, give a powerful affirmation to group 2 to help them, to support them. My twin and I heal together each day. Beautiful. I love this. There's an energy of healing that is going to be very important right now between you and your person. And I feel like Spirit is telling you to put your energy there, to put your attention there. So for group 2, who chose self-acceptance, here is your reading. Let's see what your person is thinking about you today. We have the High Priestess. That's lovely, because I do feel that is a beautiful connection here to this energy of healing. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have beautiful Two of Cups. To me, there is such a beautiful and straightforward message here that is coming through so clearly in terms of what your person's thoughts about you are today. And I feel like one of the things that is the most paramount, the most at the forefront of your person's mind, is that they really, really want to deepen this connection. Two of Cups. So I feel like you guys know, both of you know, that you have a very powerful connection. Both of you feel it. Both of you sense it. Both of you, I feel, very much enjoy it. There is a really beautiful sense of this delicious enjoyment that the two of you have when you're in each other's presence. That's why I actually really love this Two of Cups energy, because look at this. Do you see how it's like there's this sense, I mean, I don't know, when I see this, I see like energy flowing from one cup to the other, back and forth in this very beautiful kind of symbiotic, equivalent energy, that we are these two cups. These are our hearts, these are our souls, and we are filling each other's cup equally, right? When your cup is diminished through life's challenges, I'm going to help fill it again. When my cup is diminishing due to life's challenges, you are going to fill it up, and we're going to do that again and again as we grow closer and closer to each other, both as souls and as, material beings, like beings that are embodied in this, physical form, and have to deal with the issues that come along with being in that physical form, and not just being the pure soul by itself. So there is a very beautiful spiritual energy here between the two of you. Your person thinks about this very deeply. They appreciate this very much about the connection that they share with you. And what's interesting here is that I feel like they right now are thinking that things could be even better. I feel like they sense that sometimes they tend to be a little bit too much in their head space. Okay, Queen of Swords energy. And I feel like your person wants to deepen their heart and spiritual interaction with you. And I feel like this is something that maybe in the past has not come that easily to your person. But there's something about you and this Two of Cups energy that is inspiring them to grow, that is inspiring them to expand from some of the more, I don't like to say simplistic, but kind of like some of the more simple relationships they've had in the past. And what I mean by that is like maybe relationships that are a bit more superficial, relationships that may have been more about convenience and the situation rather than true heart-to-heart connection. I feel like your person has definitely had those kind of experiences in the past, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all have different stages. We're all on a journey of evolution and expansion, so that's fine. But what I'm loving about this in terms of what they are thinking about you today is that I feel like this connection that they feel with you, they feel that it is very special. It is very deep. It is very beautiful. And it is taking them to a new level, okay, with this beautiful High Priestess energy. I feel like your person feels like being with you and the experiences that they've had with you make them dig deeper, okay, like you inspire them to go deep, to go deeper into who they are, to live a life that is more conscious and more purposeful. I feel like you've brought a lot of purpose to this person's life. It's not like they were like aimless or like whatever, or not, like in some bad situation before, although they could have been. But I feel like this connection is also very deeply based in a friendship. For many of you, there was a very deep friendship as well before it turned into love and romance. And so I feel like there's something here that this friendship, this camaraderie that the two of you share has inspired your person to find more purpose and meaning in their life. And that's a really, really good thing. I feel like they're definitely on the precipice, kind of like right there on the edge of a spiritual awakening that has been very much kind of like ignited or activated by this Two of Cups energy. And I love that, because sometimes it's true. Like it's sometimes when we find our true love, we also find ourselves. As in, when we find our true love, we also find the greater depths of who we are, right? It is also a process of identity. It's also a process of, I am better and better defining myself as I'm getting closer and closer to the person I love. Because, they say that, there is always a spiritual process of self-discovery in life, right, where you can definitely go deep and keep knowing thyself, right? Like they say, know thyself first. There's definitely a process to that, and that can be very powerful. However, I do believe, and many other people also believe this, it doesn't come from me, that oftentimes when we enter into a relationship with somebody, they actually, through that interaction, they actually help us to know ourselves even better than we did when we were on our own, okay? Because there's certain types of issues, that are brought out within you. There are sides of yourself that are brought out by the other person that could not have actually manifested or come out if you were just by yourself. And that's why they say that relationships offer you the greatest opportunity for personal growth. Right? Yeah, you can always do it through self-care, mindful living, being conscious, being spiritual, meditation. All that is wonderful. But I do feel that there is an extra layer of opportunity for growth, expansion, and really knowing yourself through being in partnership with somebody else. And I feel like that is what your person is now realizing. That is what they are thinking. That is the thought process they have around this. They feel like they are learning more about themselves. They feel that their emotions are running deeper, as in like they're kind of getting deeper into their own emotions, whereas before they tended to be very much operating from the mind with this Queen of Swords energy, right? Like I don't see this as like a gender. This is an energy. And I feel like this is something that your person is actually taking great pleasure in. I feel like they were ready. They were ready to come to a point in their life where it wasn't just about their mental processes, where it wasn't just about, looking at everything through the lens of the mind. I feel like they were ready. They were ready to manifest more, and they manifested you. And you and this connection has helped them to access this high priestess energy even deeper. So this is a really beautiful reading so far. I'm loving it. I am so loving the fact that your person is thinking of you and this connection in a very, very inspired way. And look at this, so beautiful. See? This is a confirmation of exactly that. I feel like your person is really, and look at this, wow. All of these energies to me are very much in alignment with Spirit's affirmation for you, because these are all messages of healing, and I feel like there is a special message here also from the divine masculine to the feminine. Okay, I feel like if you are a feminine or masculine watching this for your masculine, I feel like the divine masculine is feeling like they are really, really stepping into a higher and better version of themselves because of you, because of their connection with you. I feel like there is something in this beautiful Two of Cups that is really accelerating the divine masculine's sense of forgiving, learning, releasing, and healing the past. And because of that, they're experiencing more and more love here with you. They're experiencing more and more peace with you. And their fears are also dissipating. See, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. And so I really do feel that one of the other things your person thinks about you is that they feel very empowered when they're with you. Okay, they feel like they could do anything. They feel like whatever fears they have gone through in life are now really diminishing, right? They're going down. They're just kind of like the waves of the ocean. They come in and then they go down. They come in and they go back. And they're starting to feel like they're not coming in so much anymore, right? Like that wave of fear is not coming so close to the shore of their heart anymore, if that makes sense. I don't know why that's the imagery that Spirit is giving me, but I feel like they feel very fearless because of your love, because of the way you guys fill each other's cup. And this has been, like I said, a very spiritual and healing journey and awakening for your person. And they are becoming more and more in tune with that energy. Look at this. They're feeling so at peace. They're feeling more and more at peace because of this connection. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful reading. So now let's get some specific messages from their higher self to you, as well as outcome, and we'll get you some timing advice as well. So as I shuffle these cards for you, I would really, really appreciate if you could go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You may think it's a small thing, but it really isn't, because I'm telling you guys, every time or whenever you do, I'm sorry, I know it makes it sound like you can hit the subscribe button many times. I'm sorry. You can't hit the like button many, many times. And that I appreciate however many times you hit the like button. But the subscribe button only once. But when you do, it is such a powerful thing that it literally does help this single mom, me, put my son through college. And so for all of you who have supported this channel by subscribing, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh my God, look at this beautiful energy. Ooh, look at this beautiful, I love it. This has been such a beautiful reading, guys. Oh my. Wow, okay. So see, there is like this absolute raising of vibration that is going on here. There is such a beautiful raising of vibration that is going on here. And I'm telling you, it is a definite turn. It's a definite growth. It's a definite beautiful energy coming here from that High Priestess. Look at this. My childhood was difficult and it still affects me. I was let down by the people I loved and trusted. And this is why I'm saying your person, through their connection with you, are really feeling that sense of forgiveness, that sense of release from their past, right? This is the second time this has come up, right? So I feel like whatever fears you may see in your person right here with this no need to fear, it's really helping them to become unstuck. It's because I feel like definitely, again, you may or may not know this, but I'm sure you do. Before your person met you, they were definitely coming from an energy of feeling a bit stuck in life. I feel like they had a lot of resistance within them. They had a lot of split energy towards love and towards things that could be good in their life. I feel like they had a hard time accepting that good things could happen to them, that they were deserving of good things, they were deserving of love, and that is why they use this Queen of Swords energy as kind of like a defense, right? That it's a defense against being disappointed, as they have been so many times, right? So if you don't open up your heart, you kind of stay in this headspace, then maybe you don't feel as vulnerable when things go south. I feel like that's what they were thinking. But again, I feel like now that they are raising their vibration so much because of you and because of this High Priestess energy, because of this Two of Cups, this split energy and being stuck is kind of like on its way out, because look at these beautiful messages. You're the one for me. We're twin souls, and that's what scares me the most. I'm seeing it all clearly now. So again, we're getting back to that fear, right? So there may be some kind of residual fear that they're also thinking about when it comes to their thoughts about you, but they definitely want to work that out. It was like a dream come true when we met. I never wanted that passion to end. You rocked my world, and you still do. Very, very powerful. So let's take a look at, just timing as to when, things will just, I feel like they're already falling into place, they're already there. Let's just get kind of general guidance on, any kind of changes that you may want to make, or anything that you want, any shift that you want. When could that happen? During the waxing crescent moon phase. So you have to look that up to see which moon phase we are in right now. I don't know. But I feel like whatever this is, it's definitely on its way. Like your person is just kind of clearing house right now. Like, like they're in this, they love you, they're just kind of clearing up that vibration, cleaning up some of their more, resistant vibrations. Beautiful reading. Let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have used and created in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Love you all. See you all in the next one. All right, group 3, let's get you started here with a powerful affirmation from Spirit to support you. So Spirit, can you please give group 3 your support? What do you want them to affirm? My courage is more powerful than my doubt. Beautiful. So I feel like if you're trying to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whether it's love as well as many other things, your courage has to be more powerful than your doubt. You have to know that what you want is yours for the taking, right? It's a matter of keeping your vibration high. Okay, so through group 3, here is your reading about your person's thoughts about you today. So let's get started with your tarot. We have the 8 of Cups. We have the King of Swords. And we have Temperance. Very interesting energy. So for some of you, I feel like there has been some sort of struggle or separation that has gone on in this connection, okay? And I feel like things have gotten out of balance here because your person is very rigid, okay? There's a rigidity within them. There is a sense of entitlement. I hate to say it. I mean, I'm not trying to be negative. I just feel it very strongly. Like your person, I feel like if you have put your foot down, if you have empowered yourself with this person, if you have told them that you're not going to engage in any kind of egoic behavior, that you're not going to be rigid in return for their rigidity, or they're kind of like very much focused on making their opinions right. I'm getting the energy that for some of you, your person is kind of like more of this kind of person who would rather be right than be happy. Okay, there's a definite energy here of, you know, I get my identity, I get my strength from being right. I care about my opinions. My opinions are strong and I feel like they are correct. And I feel like your person's downfall is that oftentimes they are so stubborn that they're willing to walk away from love. They're willing to walk away in order to be right, because like for some reason it's a deeply self-sabotaging notion of I would rather walk away and be alone and miserable than and feel like I'm right, rather than compromise, seek balance, seek to listen and truly hear, right? Hear their partner, not just listen and then, you know, listens. You know how there's some people, and this is very interesting, sometimes, and this is definitely a personality thing, there are some people who, when they listen to other people, it's almost like they're only listening in order to formulate their counter argument, right? They're only listening so that they can formulate an argument against what that person said. They're not listening to truly hear the other person. They're not listening with an open mind to give that person the benefit of the doubt that, hey, maybe they have a thought or an idea that is true, that is valid, that is worth listening to. And I'm not saying your person does this all the time, but I am getting the energy that this is how, like, oftentimes they sabotage themselves this way. They sabotage real love from coming into their life because they keep their resistance high. And, you know, to a certain extent, they kind of make it difficult for somebody to love them. And I feel like part of the reason why they do this is it's almost like it's a test. It's almost like they have this sense of like they've been hurt in the past. So when they just kind of let people into their heart in the past, when they, you know, were open and vulnerable and they just accepted people and were with them without actually, you know, going deeper into who these people are, what their intentions are, I feel like your person has been hurt in the past. So they've developed this as some sort of a defense mechanism. Like, you know, now I am going to be, you know, a little bit more uptight. I'm going to be rigid. I'm going to, like, you know, I'm going to see if somebody passed my test of can they handle somebody with strong opinions like me, because if I feel I'm right, I'm not going to budge and I'm not going to open up my, that's how I'm going to defend myself and my emotions. I'm going to defend them through my logical opinions and through my defense of what I feel is right and correct. So I feel like your person is not a bad person. They do mean well. And right now, in terms of their thoughts of you, I feel like there's something that's happened here, either a struggle or a separation, and it's been very, very hurtful. And I feel like right now they are trying to find their bearings again. They're trying to find their balance again. They're trying to come back into balance because they're feeling very out of balance. And I also feel that you may have actually called them out on this. Like, I feel like to a certain extent, this person can come off very, very a strong personality. So maybe they're used to a lot of people not having the guts to call them out on it, right? So when nobody has the guts to call you out, you kind of just keep moving forward the way you are and doing the things that you're doing. And whenever somebody doesn't get it, you just turn your back on them, 8 of Cups. Like, you're just like, okay, I'm done with you, right? But I feel like they are right now obsessively thinking about you because you may have been the first person to actually call them out on this bullshit and say, you know what, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. Sorry. Sorry, you don't, you know, no human being is right all the time. Okay? That is your perception. That's in your head. You may have told them, hey, that's in your head. If you think you're right all the time, that's just a story you're telling yourself. Look at that. See? Oh my God. This is so interesting. So I feel, oh my God, see? Oh, Spirit. Oh my God. I feel like Spirit is teaching this person a lesson. Okay, this person is learning a lesson in humility exactly right now. Because look at this, we're getting courthouse. I do feel that this really does represent two things about your person. One is, again, some sort of strife or bad experiences they've had in the past that have made them, like, kind of led them to become this way. Because I don't feel they're a bad person. I just feel like they're kind of a product of their circumstances, and they are not, you know, they're still being kind of led in the direction of, let's be more mindful about where our circumstances have actually led us. Like, what has my past made me become, is the question they are asking themselves now. And I feel like you don't ask yourself that question until someone calls you out, until the person you love, which is you, and the person they love, which is you, called them out. So to me, this courthouse represents some sort of a bad past, either divorce or just terrible breakups that made them this way, kind of hardened their heart. But this also, and that's from the past energy, but in the current energy, to me, this courthouse also represents them becoming argumentative, right? Almost like an attorney, right? Like constantly needing to argue for their own limitations, arguing for their own viewpoint, whether it's right or whether it's wrong. Right? So there's an argumentative nature here that is coming out in your person, but I feel like it has everything to do with that past conditioning. So this is why I feel like in terms of their thoughts about you is that they are thinking that, man, they are eating humble pie. Like they're getting a lesson in humility from the fact that you did not accept the bullshit and you called them out on it. And when you did that, it was shocking. Okay? Look at this. Impossible things. Working through disbelief. Okay, so they couldn't believe it. They, like, look at this. They thought it was impossible. They had come to a point where they are so used to not being contradicted, right? That, oh my gosh, how can the person I love contradict me that way? How can they say, oh no, I'm calling you out on this. Like, no, you're not right. Sorry, you're not. And I won't accept it. And I won't let you treat me as if you are smarter or you are more right than I am. So they are like really, like, I think it shocked them. And there's a deep sense of disbelief, like, oh my God, like, you know, but it's a good thing. Why? Because it's teaching them humility, which is something they really needed to learn. And I feel like by you setting a boundary, setting your standards, standing up for yourself and saying, you know what, I am a high value human being. I will not lower my standards or lower my boundaries about how I deserve to be treated with respect, with love, with understanding and kindness. I will not compromise on that just because you need to be right. And this is the beauty of it. When you stand up for yourself in that way, when you set that boundary and set those standards with somebody, all the more are they enchanted by you. So right now, their thoughts of you today is they're like, oh my God, this is the one for me. This is the one for me. Because you know what? Inside, they wanted to be called out on the bullshit. They wanted it. It's human psychology is a very complex thing, guys. But I want to tell you, and I hate to say this, but being nice, and what I mean by nice is not kind. Okay, being nice and being kind and compassionate is two different things. Nice, to me, and again, this is my opinion, but I know that there are a lot of people who also agree with this. Being nice is not having boundaries, is not having standards, is not giving the message out that you are a high value person who will not tolerate bullshit. Not that you're going to argue with them or you're going to, fight back every time. You're going to fight every fight till the death. Not that. But that you have certain boundaries and standards that are in place that have to do with your self-respect and your self-esteem, and you're not going to let anybody cross them. And when you do that, you become magnetically attractive, even more attractive to your person when you're not nice. Okay? Because you're not nice, because you're not going to take bullshit. And that is ultra sexy. Okay, just saying. It's ultra sexy. So this has been such a fascinating reading. So let's get some specific messages, some next actions, and some timing. And while I shuffle these cards for you, can you please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up? That really helps the channel, really helps me. It shows the YouTube algorithm that we have a message of love and strength and light that is worth sharing. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. You have no idea. I feel like I want to really convey to you what that means to me. Like literally, when you hit the subscribe button, you are helping this single mom put her son through college, period. Okay, you may not think that, you may not have ever realized that, but you are. It's that big. So for those of you who are subscribed and are subscribing, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Beautiful. Look at these beautiful messages. Yeah. Oh, this is so juicy. Oh my God, this is so good. I love it. I just love this. Look at this. See, I'm sorry for being critical of you. I know I hurt you with my harsh words and actions. Oh my God. That's why I'm telling you, your person can be a bit edgy. Okay. Again, it's not my place to judge. I am here just to support both of you into stepping into your own greatness. So this person can definitely be a bit edgy because of that facade that they put up, right? And that it can come across as strong opinions, criticisms, right? And I am not at all condoning that. And that is something that they absolutely have to stop. But it looks like that's where they're headed. Like that's what they're thinking, is that it actually led them in the wrong direction here when it comes to you. I want to hold you and be held by you again. I want to wake up with you by my side every day, see? So they really love you and they really miss you if you've been in separation because of their kind of edgy attitude here. I'm a better person because of you. You inspire me to heal and grow from my past experiences. So see, beautiful. See, this is why I'm saying, if you have stood up for yourself, this is why your person is seeing you as somebody who is helping them to heal and grow from the past experiences that have made them, the way they are right now. And so it's really, putting a spotlight where it needs to be, right? And that's important because the more they can shift and transition into a better place, the better it's going to be for both of you, And I feel like if you are in that group of people who maybe you haven't stood up to this person, maybe you haven't told them, I'm not going to take the bullshit. Like maybe you haven't set your boundaries with them just yet. So I feel like if that is you, Spirit is saying maybe it's time to do that. Because like I said, it will make you truly magnetic. If you've been too nice to this person and you've let them kind of walk all over you because that's just what they do, that's what life has taught them. And again, I'm not saying they're an evil or bad person, but that's their defense mechanism. Do not be afraid to stand up for yourself. You should be standing up for yourself. And if this person leaves because of that, then they never deserved you in the first place. But if they truly love you, they're actually going to respect you more, and you are going to become even more attractive to them. So I feel like, see, this person right now, they may be going through a time of solitude, again, because there might be a struggle, separation, maybe even if it's brief, maybe you guys have decided to give each other space right now. In this solitude, they are definitely thinking about how they can surrender some of this harsher energy that they come from, some of this I need to be right kind of energy, because I feel like their love for you and the fact that you have stood up to them or you are about to stand up to them is really going to help them reach a breakthrough and a transformation that they really do need to reach if they want to build a very solid and beautiful relationship with you, which I really do believe they want to. Because look at this, we wouldn't be getting the humility energy if they weren't feeling that, this has been a humbling experience, but in a good way, because it's going to open up their heart. It's going to take the two of you to that next level, to a deeper level of intimacy, and hopefully just even a deeper and better connection than what you've already had. See, 3 weeks. So this is really good. So I'm hoping that whatever this is can be resolved within the next 3 weeks. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you all. See you all in the next one.